Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And please, next time you need parts for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the air compressor on this 2002 Chevy Suburban with the air ride system. And it's the same part and similar process on these Suburbans from 2000 to 2013. And the items you'll need is a new air compressor from 1AAuto.com, 8mm and 12mm socket and ratchet with an extension, T25 Torx bit, Phillips screwdriver, pliers, vise, hammer, wire cutters, and wire strippers. Now your air compressor is right here, and you should probably start off by removing your spare wheel.
Okay, as you can see, the compressor in our vehicle is in really poor shape. And this video is basically going to show you how to replace just the compressor motor, the electronic part. You're going to reuse the other compressor parts. And on this vehicle, we find it just doesn't work because of the poor shape of the rest of the compressor. So if your vehicle is rusty, you may want to consider, and I'd highly recommend spending the extra money on the entire assembly that 1A Auto sells.
And then what you want to do is just pull out the clip on this hose and pull it from the compressor. And then you want to just reset that clip by just pushing it back in. You want to loosen these two 12mm nuts and the one in through this hole. And we'll just fast forward as Mike does that. Now lift the air compressor up and then pull it forward. And you want to just push the tab on this harness and pull it free. And then twist this hose free from up here. Now you want to just pull out these clips, holding this cover into place, just using a pair of pliers. You just want to hold on to the clip and just pry it out. And do the same to the other two. Then you want to remove these three T25 Torx bolts. We'll just fast forward as Mike does this.
And these are some of the parts that if they break, and two of mine broke off, so they were unusable if I wanted to just use the motor. So like I said, we ended up going with the whole assembly that 1A Auto sells.
Now on the left is the old motor, on the right is the new one from 1A Auto. You can see they're identical and they're going to fit exactly the same. You do have to transfer a couple things over from the new motor though, as we'll show you right now. So first, you want to just pull this hose free. And ours is in pretty bad shape and ended up taking half the motor with it. So just empty it out and then push it into place on your new motor. And then just pull up on the tab and disconnect this harness. And then pry this connection from here. It helps to use the screwdriver to just kind of pry it out. And then you want to just remove this Phillips screw right here. This is pretty rusty, but we do the best we can with it. Now remove the wire ties using some wire cutters. Now you just want to pull back this cover and pull back this cover, clip right here, and then clip right here. And now you can pull your wires free. And again, just pull back that cover off of each of these wires. And now you want to just line up your wires and then clip the wire. And then use your wire strippers to strip the end of the wires. Now you're going to want to twist the ends of those wires that you just stripped. And then push the matching colors into the splices. Red wire with red wire, white wire with white wire, blue wire with blue, black with black.
And now use your crimping pliers to crimp the splices. And we'll fast forward as we repeat that for all 4 wires. And now we have the assembly in a vise, and we're going to twist the dryer free.
You're supposed to be able to take these T25 bolts off and remove this bracket and transfer it. Let's see, how would it transfer? Transfer it onto there. Okay, and then you would route these wires around and clip them to that bracket. But as you can see from our old motor, there's just no way we're even going to be able to get those things apart.
Now take this air filter and just put it into a vise and twist the top off. And you want to do it carefully because there is a spring inside of there. Now the new air compressor comes with a kit to rebuild this. So just pull the spring out, pull the gasket off, pull this screen out and this pad. And then you want to dump out these pebbles. And then pull out the pad on the bottom. And the screen that's on the bottom as well. And put the filter back into place. And put the new screen down in. Then the pad. Then the new beads. Then the pad, and then another screen. Now you can take your new spring and push that into place. And then take your lid, put the new gasket around the lid, and twist that down into place. Now take the new O-ring and put it onto this end here, and then just twist this into your new air compressor. And then you want to just remove this front screw using your 8mm socket and ratchet. And just pull that free. And then you can put your wire from your old compressor onto it and then put the bolt back down into place. reconnect this harness, and then you can push these pads into their proper holes, and we'll show you one of them. You just push it up into place, and then repeat the process with the other two. And because of the condition of our old bracket, we can't really show you putting the compressor back into the bracket, but you would just put it back into place and then replace those 3 T25 Torx bolts, and then just push that harness back into the bracket. And take your harness and connect it to your new compressor.
And as you can tell, the whole assembly that I'm holding is a brand new unit. Like I said, the compressor in our vehicle was so bad that this was the way we had to go, and I would recommend that if your compressor is as rusty as ours was, or even close, spend the extra money, get the whole assembly. It's a matter of just 3 bolts and a couple of connections, remove and replace.
Push this hose up into place, and then push this hose back into place as well. And then you're all set.
We hope this video helps you out. Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll free, 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.